Welcome back, everybody. The art movement of Surrealism is alive, well, and ready to celebrate its 100th birthday with the Blanton Museum of Art. Austin artists Virginia L. Montgomery and Katie Bruton are here to tell us more. Guys, I'm so glad to have you both here. What a cool idea. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both. Katie, we're going to start with you. Talk to us about what the exhibit's all about.
So the exhibition is called Long Live Surrealism, 1924 to today, and it celebrates, just as you said, the 100th anniversary of Surrealism, which is this year in October, to be exact. And it looks at the impact that Surrealism has had over time since 1924 and into today. So you're going to see some of the Surrealists you might know, like Salvador Dali.
It's the one I knew.
Okay.
That was the one I knew.
Or even Renee Magritte. There's also several women surrealists like Leonora Carrington in the show. Mm-hmm. And then there's also a lot of modern and contemporary artists that you may not consider surrealists, but that are inspired by surrealism. So for example, Virginia, who's here today with us, she has an artwork in the exhibition, and that's kind of an example of contemporary and local Austin artists who continue to be inspired by surrealism.
Super cool, yeah, and we're definitely going to talk about that exhibit in just a moment. But Virginia, first of all, as an artist, can I get you to remind me what kind of the definition of surrealism is?
So surrealism is both an art movement, but it's also a philosophy. And it was all about unpacking the world of dreams. And so making artwork that was inspired by the inner subconscious and just all the different complex areas of the imagination.
Okay, thank you for saying that, because you know, you look at these pictures and you're like, well, this is wacky and would never happen in real life. But that's kind of the idea, right? That's the inspo?
That's the point. That's the point. It's to really challenge what your idea of reality is. And so allowing all those different unique connections to happen between maybe parts of your life that you wouldn't think would be related, but surrealism kind of creates a nice container to explore those ideas.
Not to go further into history, but I know you're very well educated on surrealism as a topic. Was there any influence in the fact, that it was the 1920s that made people say, hey, I want to connect dreams with reality? Like, was it, the booming 20s and people are in these flapper outfits, or the whole thing?
Yes, it was a large part of that. It was this moment where things were getting very modern. Life was really changing. That early 1920s period was also when the domain of psychology was really being developed. So people were thinking a lot about the mind and what is the mind. And so
super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning a little something today. Every day is a school day here on Studio 512. Okay, Virginia, let's talk about how the style of surrealism influences the work that you do.
So one of my greatest inspirations is the surrealist artist Leonora Carrington. She was based in Mexico City. She pulled a lot of imagery from her own dream life and also her own love of moths and butterflies into her work. And I'm also an artist that works with moths and butterflies in the different films that I create. And part of the reason that I specifically love moths and butterflies is that they are associated with the afterlife, dreaming, flying, kind of letting your ideas move. And for me in my work, that helps me create my own surrealist dream space.
I can see how you're passionate about it, even when you're talking. But guys, that means she raises these moths. So talk to me about the work that you have that you're showing called Pony Cocoon.
Yes, so it is a short experimental film that features this character I have called Business Witch, who's kind of my alter ego for when I have my day job and I wear a black business suit and I work with corporate clients. But when I'm not doing that, I'm in my art studio raising moths and butterflies. And so this video, Pony Cocoon, actually features a live Luna moth that hatches from a cocoon. And I actually brought a moth cocoon with me.
You also handed a couple off to me. Yes. I am like, look at that beautiful little cocoon she's got. That's crazy.
So in the video Pony Cocoon, you actually watch in real time a Luna moth emerging from a cocoon that's embedded inside of a ponytail. Again, this is surrealism, so it's putting together ideas you would never think that would go together. And so the film is very dreamlike, and it is pushing together memories of my moments, working in my black business suit and, brushing my hair within my love of entomology and raising Luna moths.
Yeah.
And
you become really knowledgeable. What comes out of this? Because I think people are looking at this saying, this is the largest cocoon I've ever seen.
It is a really big cocoon. So I actually brought 3 different native Texas moth cocoon species in here. That's a Cecropia moth, that really big one. It's a really beautiful orange and brown moth. That one right there is the Luna moth cocoon.
Okay.
It's very delicate. And then I have a Polyphemus moth cocoon. And you can actually see that this is the hole that the little creature popped out of right here in the center.
It's so cool. It really is an intersection of life and art. I think that's really neat.
Yes.
And everything that you raise is a Central Texas moth, right?
Yes. I only work with Central Texas species, so that way after I'm finished photographing the beautiful moths, I can release them and they can fly free.
When we say local artist, we really mean it. Okay. Katie, you guys also have a party to kind of celebrate the launch of this Surrealism exhibit. Can you tell me about that?
That's right. So we have our Be Seen art party, which is themed a Surrealism soiree, and it's happening on October 25th, starting at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And there's going to be live music from the Austin band The Octopus Project. There's going to be a dream interpreter. There's going to be stream of conscious typewriting with Austin Typewriter Inc. There's going to be a lot of surrealist-inspired art-making activities, and also we're inviting attendees to dress in costumes because it's around Halloween, so they can kind of think of surreal, very weird, very obscure, strange costumes. As you could go as a Luna moth, maybe. Or
Yes, or any type of fantastical creature.
Yes. And of course, there's many artworks in the exhibition that might inspire you to come up with your costume.
Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, long live Surrealism. Y'all, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And it's what the exhibit is called, actually, Long Live Surrealism. It's on view now at the Blanton through January 12th of 2025. Check out blantonmuseum.org to plan your visit.